Hey Virgos, this is Dree, aka Be Nice Tarot, and I'm here for your message, or I guess love message for January 2023. Okay. Let's see. Let me just pull for oracle messages for, I guess, the vibe for January 2023. Now, this is for also for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Okay. So we have EBT, financial struggle, deficit, faking it. Okay. We have chosen one, enlightening others against the grain, one of a kind. Let me just pull for one more. And then we have suspicious, sketchy, in the closet. Okay. So the first card that we have is EBT, financial struggle, deficit, faking it. Now, some of you could be on government assistance or could be kind of feeling prideful for having to even be on any type of government assistance or having to tell people that you need a little bit of help, or even just in a predicament of not feeling like you have your responsibilities secured. Maybe there's a lack of finances. I feel like some of you guys may be in debt and maybe having a hard time being open about that, but I feel like Spirit's saying like this is just a temporary time, but it's okay to be open. If you need a little bit of assistance, if you need a little bit of help, it's better than faking it, okay? Because it's only going to decrease your bag more and more the more you fake it, spending it like you have it, okay? So be mindful of that, and also be mindful of other people acting like, they have their finances together, trying to make you feel some type of way when the whole time they don't have it together either, okay? And then we have chosen one, enlightening others against the grain, and one of a kind. So I feel like you guys are really figuring out that you're figuring it out that I guess you're here for a certain purpose, right? And I feel like it's starting to come more and more clear to you as time goes by. I feel like some of you have been having like some type of dream or a premonition about like what you're here to do, like what you're called to do. So I feel like Spirit wants you to listen to that. Even if other people can't agree with you or see the vision, it's important that you see the vision for yourself. Okay. So I feel like some of you guys could be humanitarians of some sort. Some of you guys could be leaders, natural born leaders. Okay, maybe there's something about you where you're understanding that, okay, you're the type of person that needs to be in control or needs to be in the lead, right? And that's okay too. Maybe you're the voice of reason for people. Maybe you're a mediator of some sort. So I feel like it's just important that you understand that you have values that you can also attribute to anything that you do, right? Even if other people can't see that, it's important that you see that. Okay. And then we have sus. We have suspicious. I'm sorry. We have suspicious, sketchy, and in the closet. So I feel like you guys have been side eyeing a lot of people lately. I feel like there's just something, right? There's something. I feel like something about a recording here because I see here. So I feel like maybe you guys are gonna like catch somebody in a lie, or maybe you're gonna catch somebody like reiterating a story, but all of a sudden like bits and pieces are changing, like it's not as accurate. All of a sudden it was this and it's that, and it's like, okay, every time you ask this person, it's like, well, what is it? It's starting to make you feel like uncomfortable in a sense where you're just like, hold on, I'm suspicious of you because every time I talk to you it's something different. Okay, every time we talk about the situation it's something different. Every time we run through something it's something different, or even just the vibes you feel. So I feel like Spirit's saying like, listen to how you're feeling when you're around certain people, or where you're around especially when it comes to discussing your plans and your goals, because I feel like some of you are just starting to get the ick, okay, the ick by some people. You're starting to feel some like unwelcoming presence, like when you're concerning yourself with someone or speaking to someone, it's like it's not heartwarming, it's not welcoming, okay. So let's go ahead and pull, okay, oops, for your energy, okay, your energy towards love. I feel like some of you could also be seeing that, okay, you could be dealing with somebody. Maybe they're not as flashy and all that. Maybe they don't have as much money as they're putting on. And maybe you're finding that out. It's like they keep trying to like be boastful and things like that. And you're starting to see like, hold on, like you're putting me down. You don't even have it like that. So I feel like for some of you that's coming up to the surface. So let's just see how you're feeling towards your person or love at this time, Virgo. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, two tens. Could be seeing 10, 10, okay. Oh, okay, there's too many. I'm not going to take that. These cards are still pretty new, so you already know, like, if you're a reader, got to break them in. I'm trying my best to break them in. Okay, and then we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so let's start here. So I feel like right now, your main focus, if not a relationship, if not a commitment, is more so just like upgrading the bag. I feel like that's a big thing for you, is upgrading the bag, making sure that whatever comes your way is reasonable, substantial, stable, secure. You're not going for anything less. I definitely feel like you're just not going for that. You know what you're looking for, and you're willing to let go of anyone or anything that's in the way of that because you know what you deserve. Okay? So with the 10 of Wands in reverse, I feel like you're just like not in the mood, or even just feeling like if it's too hard to get it, you're just like, I'm releasing it. You know, you're not straining yourself. And I feel like that's a big thing. If you kind of notice yourself meeting the same type of patterns, the same type of obstacles, maybe you're putting too much into it. And I feel like Spirit's saying, like, it's time to take a Page of Wands approach. Okay. Time to just a little bit open minded. Okay. You don't need to know everything right now. Just going with the flow. I feel like a big thing is going with the flow, being creative about this path that you're on. You don't have to know everything. It's a matter of fact that you're still continuing to go and figure it out, okay? Because I feel like things are shifting and changing in different various ways for a lot of you guys. I feel like, especially when it comes to work, I feel like you guys are going to be upgrading your finances, like I mentioned before. So I feel like if you are facing some type of financial struggle, it won't be for too long. But I also feel like Spirit's saying, like, it's time to also release anything or anyone that's getting in the way of your discipline when it comes to this 10 of Pentacles here. Because this is really about how bad you want it. Because I feel like you guys are envisioning this, but at the same time, it's like, what are you willing to release to have that? Okay. So with the Page of Wands here, it's really giving, like, it's time for you guys to kind of soar out into the world. Maybe there's something else that you want to do. Maybe you haven't figured out all the information you need to really feel like, okay, this is it for you. Maybe you're feeling like, you know what, I don't want to feel like I'm settling, you know, so you don't have to settle. You don't have to settle. That Spirit is like letting you know you do not have to do that. That's not what you want to do. So we have fire here, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe some of you guys could be dealing with a fire sign. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? That's too many. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is really all about you guys just like making your home, making your work environment as stress-free as possible. I feel like that's a big thing here. And Spirit is saying, like, it doesn't have to be so straining to get what you deserve. So maybe it's time for you to kind of like release continuing to try to make something work when it's just not working, okay? Because your mental peace matters too. Your peace of mind matters. And I feel like it's okay to just take a break, just a little bit, okay? Just so you know, you can kind of just like give yourself a rest from having to make sure everything's secure and everything's this and everything's that. I feel like you guys just have like this thing about control where you want to make sure everything in all areas is okay, but at the same time, now is the time to make sure that you're okay, right? Getting in touch with your self care at this time, you know, making sure that you're sleeping enough. I feel like a lot of you aren't really sleeping that much, and I feel like that's why you're kind of feeling gassed out or unsure what to do, because you're not allowing your mind to rest, you're not allowing your brain to rest, so you can continue, you know, this chase for your goals and whatever the case may be, or continue just having the momentum. Okay. Why is the 10 of Wands in reverse? Okay. I feel like, yeah, Spirit's saying it's time to release all that baggage when it comes to what you lack, what isn't working out right now, any betrayals, defeats, all that. It's time to transmute that energy into something that can actually help you. So I feel like Spirit's saying, like, by you holding on to all that baggage, it's only killing yourself. So I feel like Spirit's saying, like, it's time to let that go. All this is mental. Okay. We have swords here. A lot of this is mental. That's why I feel like Spirit's saying it's time to give yourself a break and give yourself credit where credit is due. Okay. So even though you're facing a little battle here, it doesn't mean that all is lost. That's not true. So I feel like if you are in a situation where you're dealing with a partner and things aren't necessarily going your way, or it's kind of hard to see eye to eye, maybe there's other obstacles in the way, so you two aren't able to really focus on your relationship. You're not really able to even embrace the home that you're living in for right now. It's very temporary. I just feel like there's other things in the way that have been kind of like being a blockage for so long that now it's time to kind of like take a breath of fresh air. Okay. And it's okay. It's okay. But like I said, you can't really go backwards into what has already happened, but you can focus on what you're going to do moving forward, to make it count, to transmute that energy from this defeat, from the fails to success. Okay. Why is the Page of Wands here? We have the Knight of Swords. So I really feel like this is about really taking action. Okay. Not being afraid to take action. Soaring through. I just feel like also, again, I just feel like Spirit is saying like, make sure though that you're ready to you're ready to handle what comes with just like going and doing as you please. Okay. For some of you, when it comes to rushing to, if you feel like you're not ready for a commitment, if you feel like you're just not ready to face anything that's happening right now, and you need more time to adjust, to process, and take that time, you don't need to rush. I feel like Spirit is trying to enforce that. There's no need to rush into what you already know is going to be for you. So all you need to do is flow. But of course, take action, but also be mindful of the actions you're taking. Okay, make sure you're moving intentional, because you don't want to just be out here doing anything or dating anybody or taking any job, and you realize you kind of wasted more time in another place that you weren't supposed to be in. Okay. So if this is in regards to a connection, I definitely feel like if you feel you're not ready to settle down, it's time to be honest with that. Or maybe, maybe you're finding out that maybe your person isn't really in that state of mind to be open to that. And I feel like Spirit's saying you can't really force that upon anybody or force a situation to work out. There's just some things that you need to see, at this time. There's some things you need to go through at this time. And, this is really about lessening your load as you're processing, different emotions. Okay. Or processing, understanding certain outcomes of situations. But let me get into why the Ten of Pentacles is here. Okay, we have the Lovers card. So we have Gemini here. Okay. So yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with maybe you're searching for a counterpart. For some of you, I feel like, yeah, maybe you're just having bad luck. You know what you want. You know this is what you want. But when it comes to actually the execution, it's just a little bit difficult for you. Maybe, like I said, it's hard for someone to, see what you're looking for. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe you feel like you're undeserving of that right now because you may not be in the best place financially to be open to that. So maybe if you are dealing with someone, it could be causing some type of strain because of the fact that you might not even want to talk about that, or your person isn't really willing to be that open with you about that. So it hasn't been to that level yet. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. It just really seems like things are taking a hit around your connection, around your living situation, around your work situation, um, due to certain things not aligning outside of that for a lot of you. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Let me just see why the Four of Swords is here, because I feel like a lot of you guys also too, Spirit is saying like be patient. You are going to get the person you're looking for. Okay. And I feel like, yes, okay, some of you are recuperating. Some of you are recuperating from the ending of a situation, or maybe walking away from a job. Maybe you're at a job where you felt home, you felt comfort, but then all of a sudden something happened to where you lost your position. Maybe someone was working against you. Maybe you realize, okay, this whole time you thought you had a friend in the workplace, but the whole time they were going against you this whole time. Okay. And for others of you, maybe you thought that a connection was really secure, just to find out like maybe someone had a hidden agenda. Okay. For some of you. So we have Gemini, we have fire, a lot of air. Let's see. How is your person feeling towards you at this time? Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands. We have fire again. So maybe they feel like either, that's interesting. I feel like for some of them, it's like maybe they felt like you were policing them or they were policing you. Something about being policed here. But I also feel like for some of you, this could also be like a legal matter. Maybe they're facing a legal matter that they didn't expect would happen. Or maybe they just, they're inconsistent when it comes to you. They're inconsistent when it comes to what they do for you. They're inconsistent with the way they show up for you. So that's why I also feel like Spirit's saying like, take your time, like processing how you feel, but also you don't have to settle for anything less if that's not what you're looking for. If they're not able to comply in certain ways that you are, then I feel like you need to kind of consider that. Okay. we have the Two of Pentacles. And that's so funny because before this came out, I was already thinking in my head ultimatum. So maybe you felt like you had to make an ultimatum, or they felt like they had to make an ultimatum. Because it seems like they were juggling. Maybe they were juggling you and somebody else, or maybe they were just always back and forth, up and down with whether they wanted to do this or whether they didn't want to. It's like when times are good, they're all for it. When things are shaky, that all of a sudden they're backing out. They're kind of leaving you to kind of hang on, by yourself, and it's like you have to clean up the mess while they're off doing whatever they feel like. So this is someone with very topsy turvy energy. Like, okay, we have Six of Cups. Um, this could be a past person, or this could be like someone that doesn't really, how do I say this? It's like they haven't really grown from their past, right? So maybe they come in telling you sweet things like, "Oh, I've done this. I'm ready for this." And when things are up, it's so good. But then they end up retracting. They end up reverting back to their past self. Nothing much has changed. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe they also feel like you need to coddle them, something like that. So it just really feels like something needs to change from the past. Maybe they, oh, okay. So I feel like for some of you, maybe they were used to how things were for some time, that now that you're actually showing that you want more, putting your foot down and showing that you want more, trying to open the door for that, now they're like, oh shoot, I don't know what to do with that. This could also be someone that's also struggling with their finances. Maybe you felt like you had to, step in and be the breadwinner for a little bit, but yet here they are being unreliable with their money. So that could also be where uh this card comes from, because it just seems like they're not in the right place to even be ready to handle that. So I feel like that's another thing. Just inconsistent. Okay. Why is the Knight of Wands? Oh yeah, inconsistent, lying, cheating, deceiving. It just seems like this person was just all in for self, like I said, and that's why you felt sus. That's why you felt suspicious. That's why you felt like, okay, what are they hiding? Because they are hiding. They're not being really truthful what they're doing. Like I said, so some of this could be they were hiding somebody else from you. Okay, and I feel like you guys have a inkling about that. If you haven't found out already, you may find out soon, because it just seems like this is not something they can get away with. Hence why I heard like policing, because you can only do something for so long before it comes up to the surface. So they may feel like they got away now, but it's going to catch up to them. Okay. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Okay. And then we have the Three of Wands. It kind of feels like to me, whenever things kind of like get bad between you and this person, instead of them trying to work it out with you or trying to fix things, it's like they find any way to kind of turn the situation on you, or to find any exit, so that way they can be separate. It's like this person has like this very in and out energy, where it's like, okay, when they're ready to go, they kind of like, for some of you, it's like they start an argument, they start anything just so they can be like, all right, I'm out of here. But the whole time they have this smile on their face, like, haha, like I got away with this. But they're not going to get away with this. That's the thing. They think they did. They think they did, but they didn't. Why is the Six of Cups here? Okay, we have the Four of Wands. So maybe I feel like, you know what, in the past, they kind of like set in stone that this was always going to be here. Maybe for some of you, they kind of got used to how you're going to be. Like they probably were expecting like, hey, nothing much is going to change. Like you're still trying to give them an offer, things like that. And for some of you, you know what? I feel like they know that you are their divine counterpart. They know that, this could be like a manifestation they've been calling in for you, but at the same time, it's like they keep fumbling you. Okay. So I feel like that's a big thing here. They keep fumbling you. I feel like there could also be children in the mix. Maybe if you have children with this person, or they could have a child outside of you, they could be possibly still dealing with the mother or father of their child, and still be in and out on whether they're ready to really take that leap away. So that also could be something that has been an issue here for some of you. Not saying for all of you, but I feel like for some of you, yes. But okay, and then we have what? We have water, fire, a bunch of fire, and air. Let's see what the Seven of Swords is about. Okay. Yeah. Three of Cups. So for some of you, yeah, they definitely were lying. If you don't know already, they could have been lying about having a third party situation, or they could have been cheating. They could have been caught. Okay, maybe you caught them actually, and maybe that's why you had to walk away. But I feel like if not, I feel like it's coming soon. I feel like you're going to hear something, because I feel like someone, there could be like either someone around them that just is not okay. It could be a friend that is not okay with how they're moving, with how they're going about situations. And I feel like you are going to get the truth. So I feel like they were just trying to hide it from you for so long. For some of you, if they just decided to like leave without much say, or just were so easy on walking away, it's because they already had somebody waiting for them. Okay, they already had somebody waiting around. Why is the two of, okay, we have the justice card in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this person is kind of like smug a little bit. Like they feel like they're untouchable. They don't really understand, that they're going to receive the short end of the stick, even though you might think like, oh, you got this short end of the stick. No, because I feel like what's happening here is that they're going to receive karma, and that's why I feel like that's where this financial deficit comes from, this financial struggle, because I feel like it's going to take away from their successes. It's going to take away from them moving forward, and they're going to wonder why. They're going to wonder why things aren't always set in stone, why things are always topsy turvy, why things are never lasting for them when it comes to success, because of the way they're moving around. So I feel like spirit also was protecting you, because that you are divinely protected. So I feel like spirit had to lead you away from that, because they had to clear karma on their own that had nothing to do with you. Okay. And let's just get into, let me pull one more. Let me get into why the Three of Wands is here. Yeah. So this could be why they're just lacking, communicating with you. They could also be the type of person to just be like emotionally manipulative, like, oh, I'm not talking to you because of this and that. But again, it just feels like it's just a lot of bullshit, a lot of lies. Like they're just like making stuff up at this point for some of you, because it's just like this is why they're not talking. It's like they're trying to put the blame on you. Okay, so that's why I feel like spirit is saying take a break, take it easy on yourself, because there's a lot that you don't know yet. And I feel like when it comes to the service, you're gonna be like, wow, you had no reason to even feel the way you did. They were the ones doing XYZ, and they're doing it on purpose. And let's see the blockages we have here. Okay, a lack of choice, doubts here. If you're second guessing yourself, I feel like some of you have been seeing the proof for some time, and I feel like spirit doesn't want you to second guess that, or with love in general. Maybe you feel like you're not gonna receive the love that you deserve, because of the fact that you're fixating on what you lack. You're fixating on what didn't work out, but spirit's trying to give you this, but you're not allowing it. You're not allowing yourself to see that. So I feel like this comes with changing up your view. If it's not happening this way, it's time to open another door. Okay. Tower card. Things are falling down. Coming down for a reason. Because I feel like what you once thought was so stable and secure isn't. It wasn't really secure at all. But I feel like it's just something that you kind of just like brush under the rug, because I feel like for some of you things kind of escalated fast, where you didn't really break down the rules of either the dynamic of the situation. Maybe it wasn't discussed what you're looking for when it comes to, what you're trying to build towards. So that's another thing. Like I said, with the Three of Pentacles, okay? Stepping stone. So maybe it's giving you a chance if you decide to deal with this person for, whatever the case may be, or when it comes to your savings plan, things like that. Because I feel like for some of you, it's either both or one or the other. And you're going to see like, okay, maybe there's more you need help on. Maybe you need to go to counseling. Maybe there's couples counseling that you decided to do with your partner. Or maybe this has to do with getting a mentor, getting some type of financial help, and understanding from an advisor. Okay. Boom. And then we have Nine of Pentacles. Because this is, but at the end of the day, this tower moment is here to help you. This tower moment is here to help you elevate. Okay. It's breaking down certain things that you didn't really have knowledge of or really were looking into, but it's been the cause of why things haven't been moving forward. So I feel like this is actually happening for a good reason. It's like a blessing in disguise. And I feel like a lot of you are also going to break out of debt, and you're going to really know how to secure better. You're going to know how to save better. You're going to know how to invest better. But it's just that certain things kind of like had to fall down, because maybe it was just like it wasn't planned well enough, okay, for some of you. And then let's see what's coming forward. Oh, that's too much. That's too many. All right. Let's see what's coming forward, please. We have the Sun card. Okay, Leo. So I definitely feel like it's going to be, like I mentioned before in the beginning of this reading, a breath of fresh air. You living in the present, you touching base with your inner child, not caring too much, not overthinking too much, just letting yourself live as you're going through the lessons, as you're learning more about yourself, as you're getting in touch with yourself, feeling yourself again. Okay, I feel like it's going to be everything that you went through is going to transmute into the blessing that you deserve if you use it well. So that's why I feel like Spirit's saying, like, take this time to move intentional. Okay, we have the Two of Cups in reverse, so maybe you decide, like, you know what, I don't want to go in a certain direction. I don't want to partner up with you, or I don't want to be with you anymore. I feel like definitely a lot of you guys are going to be comfortable with releasing someone that just isn't for you. Okay, and that's beautiful because it opens the door for people who are, for you. Okay, and then we have the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this could be a fire placement because you guys are getting a heavy fire, but maybe you're seeing that, you know what, like, someone just is not the commitment type. Someone just isn't ready for what you're looking for. You're not compatible. Maybe it was just something that you were blind to see for so long, and now it's just coming to the surface. But again, I feel like it's gonna bring you to a place of finally just having closure, but also feeling free again, because you don't have to consume your time on somebody that just is not worth your time, attention, your love, your energy. Okay, got one more. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's gonna be to the point where you guys don't even like overthink it. It's like, you know what? I'm choosing myself and myself first because I deserve my blessings. I deserve this. So, like I said, even though it may be a rough patch for some time, just know that things are going to work out in your favor because you won't have to deal with anyone or anything that just is not secure in themselves, is not secure in a connection to be with you. So that way you can take your talents elsewhere. Okay. Boom. And then we have the Chariot card on the bottom. Okay. We have the Chariot card on the bottom. So I feel like you guys are going to be embarking on a new journey soon, whether this is a new job or whether this is, a new person. But again, take your time as you're going through this, but allow yourself to flow into it. Okay, with the Sun card here, have fun with it. Okay, you deserve to shine. You deserve to glow. And I feel you guys are going to be receiving major glow ups. You are going to be upgrading your looks, enhancing your style. For some of you, I see you guys going out. So like I said, whoever can't match up to what you're looking for, whoever doesn't meet your standards, they need to go because they're getting in the way of your blessings. Okay. And that's all I have for your message, guys. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a good day.